Have you ever wondered who that pigeon lady is on Home Alone 2? Kristin tried McDonald's Grinch meal. In related news, I had a lobster corn dog with caviar on top. Lisa Kudrow is tackling AI in the return of HBO's The Comeback. Screenwriters are asked to dumb down their scripts for distracted Americans. Martin Scorsese will take on modern-day Las Vegas in a new Netflix series. And Kristin is 100% ready for Christmas. That and much more this week on the Swish Edition.
You're listening to the Swish Edition because you have nothing better to do.
Hey, Kristin, it's December 10th, and it's our second to last broadcast of the year. Excited about that because we're taking Christmas and New Year's off as most everyone should. Does your son get 2 weeks off?
He sure does. The whole week of Christmas and the whole week after.
I'll have to entertain him that whole time. That should be fun.
Well, one of his Christmas presents will help us do that.
Okay.
He's getting a season's pass to Dave & Buster's.
Wonderful. Yeah. That sounds fun.
Which gets the parents 25% off of food and drinks while we're there. So it seems like a good deal.
Do they serve alcohol there?
They do, but the discount doesn't apply to alcohol.
Well, what's the point in going? Listen, I wanted to start with this because you know that you learn. Most people learn something new every day, right? I learned something new in the last week since we last talked to you that I just thought was really cool. And I don't know. Because I was wondering who this person was. So I was 55 years old when I found out this information about this old movie. The Pigeon Lady from 1992's Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, which is one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite Christmas movies, was played by an actress named Brenda Fricker. Had you ever heard of her?
I had not, but she looked familiar. She's one of those actors that you're like, I wonder what she's been in. She looks very familiar.
Well, I never looked it up until this past week. Fricker won the Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars for 1990's My Left Foot with Daniel Day-Lewis. So she was an Oscar winner before she even made Home Alone 2, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's wild.
She is currently 80 years old. She's still working. She lives in Ireland. She's an Irish character actress. And I just thought that was really cool. She's one of my favorite characters from the movie. So I've already watched it twice. I've already watched it twice this month. I love it so much. And I'll watch it again.
Gosh.
I will probably have a double feature where we watch both Home Alone and Home Alone 2. I just think they're the best movies. And it's something you can put on and you don't necessarily have to watch it. You just put it on in the background and watch your favorite parts. Anyway, Dale and I have already watched Home Alone, Home Alone 2, Bad Moms Christmas, and Christmas Vacation. We still have others that we need to get through.
Me and Max, not Rob, have watched Home Alone, Home Alone 2, The Grinch, the
cartoon or
not the
Jim Carrey one?
Not the 1961.
The Jim Carrey movie?
I guess it was the Jim Carrey one because there's two of those, right? There's two live action ones.
It looked horrible to me, so I never watched it.
We watched part of it. We watched all of the cartoon one, which I love. And then Max wanted to watch the longer one.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then what else have we watched? I think that's all thus far.
Yeah. Well, I want to get Elf. I want to watch that. Christmas with the Cranks, which I love, with Jamie Lee Curtis. Die Hard, which is a Christmas movie. And that new one with Michelle Pfeiffer, Oh What Fun, on Amazon Prime. I still haven't watched that yet.
I want to see that too. And one that I'll probably watch by myself because nobody else will want to watch it with me, which I think is a Christmas movie and I love, is Love Actually. Love that movie.
I'm sure we've talked about this before. I cannot stand that movie. I think it's depressing.
I love it.
I want happy movies for Christmas.
Okay. Well, continuing with our Christmas discussion, I have to tell you that I got my hands on a Grinch meal. It was so good. It was so delicious.
From McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Right. What was good about it?
It's an adult Happy Meal. So your only two choices for your entree are a Big Mac or 10 chicken nuggets. However, I and another brave mom, Max's best friend's mom, whose name is also Kristin and who also spells it the proper way, we took 2 7-year-olds and a 9-year-old to McDonald's to get Grinch meals. They were all like overhyped to the max. They were so excited. But of course, they're kids. So they're like, I don't want any sauce. I don't want any lettuce. So we're both standing at the key. You don't talk to a person in McDonald's anymore. There was literally no one at the counter at all, completely unmanned. There's, 4 kiosks. So she and I are both, it takes 15 minutes to order because you're trying to wait. What do you want? You want cheese? You want ketchup? You don't want lettuce? You don't want Thousand Island? Oh my God.
Why go alone?
And inevitably, 2 of the kids' things came out wrong. And so then, but they had already eaten some of it. So then we both had to go back to the kiosk and order a new thing. But anyway, in spite of all that stress, it was delicious. And so you get like a little plastic or like a wax paper bag that has Grinch cartoon stuff all over it. And you take your fries and you put your fries in the wax paper bag. And then you get a little packet of Grinch salt, which is pickle flavored. And then, shake the salt in there and shake the fries up to coat them in the pickle salt.
We were wondering why it was called a McShaker or whatever.
Shaker fries, yeah.
Shaker fries.
Oh, it was so good. And I saved I didn't use all the pickle salt because they give you a lot. So I brought some home, I don't know, to put on homemade chicken nuggets or something. Anyway, I thought it was really fun. And
I'm sure you have show and tell, right?
Oh, I forgot to bring my socks down. Actually, both pairs of them are in the laundry because Max has worn them to school and I have to keep washing them so he can wear them day after day. We have a yellow pair and a blue pair, but they're dirty. So yeah, I wouldn't want to hold those up. They're super cute though. And they have held up in 2 wash cycles already. Good.
Well, then they're not horrible, cheap pieces of crap. Then.
Yeah, I think it's really fun. I heard on one of my Facebook Northern Virginia foodies group things today that Grinch meals are sold out in Northern Virginia. That was yesterday. Maybe
I was about to say I need a lunch idea and maybe I'll go get myself a Grinch meal, but maybe I won't. I guess if
they're still in stock.
I'll find out. Yeah.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Okay, well, here's something that is completely unrelated to Grinch meals and Christmas and anything, apropos of nothing. Pantone's color of the year for 2026 was announced last week, and it sort of fell flat. And I can see why. The color that they announced, Scott, is called Cloud Dancer, and they describe it as, quote, a lofty white that serves as a symbol of calming influence in a society rediscovering the value of quiet reflection. It's white. Barf. It's just boring, plain white. That's not like a color.
It looks like contractor white. It's the white that every contractor in the United States uses to paint the inside of a house.
It's the dumbest choice ever.
If you guys are watching the video version of our podcast, I'll put it up on the screen now so you can see what it looks like. And then, why? Why does Pantone do this every year?
They started it in 1999, and it apparently really does influence designers, air designers, graphic designers, even car manufacturers, I guess. And for 2026, they have collaborated with Joybird Furniture, who I've seen endless ads for them online.
Yes. Yeah.
The Mandarin Oriental hotel chain, Play-Doh, Motorola, Command Strips, Post-it notes, and many more companies. To make things white, I just don't.
Who the hell wants a white Post-it note? The whole point of a Post-it note is it sticks out, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I have a block. I use them constantly. I use them. Here's my block of pink Post-it notes right here on my desk. I really do use them all the time. I leave myself notes because I always whenever I light a candle and I know we're going out later, I put a Post-it note on the back door into the garage that says candle.
Mm-hmm.
I really do that because I don't want to leave a candle burning while I'm not.
I know. You're very paranoid about
and
fire.
Then if we need to run the dishwasher, I always wait until after we take showers, but I put a note on the kitchen island that says dishwasher.
Oh, I just take the dishwasher tab out and put it on the middle of the kitchen island.
Oh, that's a good idea. I guess I could save paper. Well, I keep using the same piece of paper over and over. I just put it back in the drawer. But we have a picture of the Play-Doh. I mean, what kid wants boring old white Play-Doh?
No one. I don't understand this choice at all.
I used to eat Play-Doh. Did you ever eat it?
Ew. No.
Yeah? No?
Gross.
I was a weird kid. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the Jeep Cherokee in, what is it called? Cloud Dancer?
Cloud Dancer.
Like a boring old Jeep Cherokee.
Stupid.
White. Yeah. From Color, Kristin's spreadsheets. I got a kick out of this, and I could not believe it was really a thing.
I don't either.
I've known about it for a couple of years, and I think maybe Dale and I have talked about it, but I just found out that it happened this last week here in Las Vegas. It's the Microsoft Excel World Championship. And when I say world,
that's crazy.
People from every continent, well, maybe not Antarctica, but the rest of the continents got together here at the Luxor's HyperX Arena, where people come to play video games competitively, came from all over the world to compete in the Microsoft Excel World Championship. It's a real thing.
But what do they do? They just build spread like pivot tables? Like I had
to know. So I'm going to read you what it says on their website. It says Excel Esports is a competition where participants solve unusual game tasks in Excel. No finance, just Microsoft Excel and logical thinking skills. Excel Esports transforms a common office tool into a dynamic sport, bringing together a global community of enthusiasts to compete, learn, and celebrate the power of Excel.
Okay, that was a whole bunch of word salad that means absolutely nothing. What does that mean?
I still don't know because I did not go. But I assume they're given certain tasks that they have to complete in a certain amount of time. And whoever does it first or does it best without errors wins, I guess. So there were 256 players that made it to the finals. There's actually qualification rounds around the world all year long, and it culminates here in Vegas in December. The prize pool isn't that big. It's $61,500, and the first place winner gets $5,000.
Wow.
If they're coming from somewhere like Africa or India or China, it's going to cost them that much just to travel to Vegas.
Just to get there, yeah.
Players are even allowed to have sponsors, much like a NASCAR car, right?
Yeah.
So you can have like Motorola or Play-Doh on your shirt while you're competing. I think it's funny. I literally have Excel open on my computer right now, just to the right of all the stuff that I'm using for the show. I use it every day.
Really?
I use it to keep track of all my bills because
Really?
I don't like Quicken and those programs. I find them they're too much. So I just use a regular old Excel spreadsheet.
I use Excel in a rudimentary way for lists. Like I have an Excel spreadsheet for Christmas every year. I use it for my Christmas card addresses and stuff like that.
Well, I use notes for my Christmas card list, and then my addresses are in my contact file. So why would you need a separate one?
Because I use it to print labels, and I don't know. For me, that's just easier. There probably is a very easy way to print labels from contacts, but I never figured it out.
Labels? You're not handwriting them in calligraphy?
Well, we send 130 Christmas cards every year, so no, I'm not handwriting all those.
We sent 45. I've taken my list, checked it twice, and I cut a lot of people that suck.
Well, I'm glad I made the cut because we got your card yesterday and it's adorable. Who's on? I shouldn't say in case someone hasn't gotten their card yet. I shouldn't give it away. I shouldn't spoil it for someone who's waiting. You think
there's anyone listening to this show who gets a Christmas card?
Okay, well, so
no, that is actually several people listen to the show that got a Christmas card, but not because they listen to the show.
I meant to, I was looking at it last night when I went through the mail and it was dim. I had already dimmed all the lights upstairs and I'm old and I have terrible eyes. So I couldn't tell. And I forgot to go back and look at it in the light of day. Who's in the Santa costume on the front? Is it you or Dale?
It's neither one of us. It's the real Santa Claus, for God's sakes. No, it was the Santa at the dog daycare.
Okay.
They do it every year. And this is the first time Sticks and Charlie actually took a decent photo.
Yeah. That's really cute. Well, I was squinting at it last night. Like, is that Scott's eyes or Dale's eyes? Doesn't look like either one.
You know what's really sad though? In the past, I always ordered a couple extra so I could keep them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still have ones that we sent last year that were actually signed because Dale and I signed the whole stack, but they didn't all go out. this year I didn't order any extras, so I don't have one.
No.
I don't have one. So maybe if you could
I'll
enjoy
send
the
it back
card.
to you. Seriously, because you want
Enjoy the card and then send it back to me.
I have a whole stack of when we started sending photo cards. I have one from every single year, which is like
I feel so
15
stupid.
years now, I think.
I feel so stupid that I forgot to do that.
I'll save it. I'll save it for you.
Yeah, but I wrote on yours, didn't I?
No.
I didn't write anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So I'll save it and send it back to you.
Nothing to say to you.
Apparently not. We talk all the time, so who cares?
Everybody's tuned out now because this is so fucking boring.
Gives a crap. Okay. Well, in my usual rant, either you or I rant about AI every single show. So here's another one. What's funny is that Scott wrote this, obviously, but I made a mental note in my head, and it was one of those things where I was like passing through the room and the TV was on, and I sort of glanced over and went, those are not real people. Those people that are in this commercial are not very obviously AI generated, not real people. But I wasn't paying close enough attention to notice what the commercial was for, so I can't tell you that. But there are numerous holiday ads that are running right now that are generated by AI. Coke's rabbit commercial you said is very cute. I haven't seen that one, or if I did, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
However, Coke's statement, quote, "Human creativity remains at the heart of Coca-Cola advertising," noting that the music used in the ads was performed and sung by real artists. Okay.
Thank
Except
goodness for
the
some
people
small thing.
are AI? I don't know.
And the sets were AI. I mean, they did. It didn't exist. They put the whole thing together on a computer. But it was the Guess ad that really bothered me because they created models that don't even exist. They're not real people.
Right.
Wearing their real clothes.
Right, which is, but not real clothes. They're AI models wearing AI versions of clothes that they make.
Well, there you go.
Which is different.
I guess
Which is very different. So we talked about this AI actress, Tilly Norwood, on a previous show. I can't think when. And she made waves earlier this year. But an increasing number of producers of content are using computer-generated actors and sets and scripts. And I mean, it's terrifying to me.
If I was an actor or a screenwriter or a set decorator or a grip or any of these people, I'd be terrified.
For their jobs, yes. But also, it's like, how do you know now in this day and age whether something that you are seeing is real or not?
Exactly.
It's so frightening.
Now, Google is working on something, and I believe they've put out a beta version of it where you can do a test on a video or a photograph to find out if it was created by AI, because anything created with Google AI has a marker in the software. So the picture or video will have that and they can identify it. But that doesn't help with something that was made by a non-Google AI generator.
Right. So I had this thought when I was reading, Max's teacher does a book club with them, and they're reading this book called Who Cloned the President? And it's a fictional story, and it was written, I don't know, 10 years ago. In the story, the kids sort of save the day because they recognize that the president who's on the TV is signing things with his right hand, and they already knew that the president was left-handed, and that's how they figured it out. I was thinking the whole time I was reading this, I was thinking that is so frightening that some bad actor could create a version of the president sending an alarming message to the world right? And how would you know? Like, if you turned on the TV and saw President Trump telling you that the sky was falling, how would you know whether to believe it or not?
Or that we just launched nuclear weapons against Russia.
Or that.
I mean, yeah. Because if that happened, you know that life on Earth is only going to be around for the next half hour. So you might do something horrible, right?
This seems like the setup for a movie. Maybe we should write a script and try to sell it.
I'm sure it's been done or in the works. Hey, on that same vein, in related news, HBO has announced the plot for Lisa Kudrow's The Comeback Season 3 that will be out in early 2026. And in this show, now, of course, Lisa Kudrow plays a sitcom actress named Valerie Cherish. And in season 3, she will be cast in a new TV show that's 100% written by AI. That's
Lord
the
have
plot
mercy.
of season 3. Now, before we go on,
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you the most important question.
Oh, dear God. Here we go.
Have you ever seen The Comeback season 1 or season 2?
I haven't.
Kristin, it is one of the funniest, touching. I definitely shed a couple tears. It is so well done. And Lisa Kudrow shines in this like she never shined in Friends.
I love her.
She's always my least favorite character on Friends, but
yeah,
she absolutely hits it out of the park in The Comeback.
Phoebe was an annoying character, but she's an amazing actress. And I don't know,
really
every
is.
time we talk about her, I try to recall the name of the limited series with Ray Romano on Netflix, I think. She was amazing in that.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was...
I'm going to watch that too, because I like her so much.
It was a dramedy. Oh my gosh. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. Did you hear that? Sorry.
Did I hear that? The whole world heard that.
Sorry. It wasn't a serious, it wasn't a drama. It was a dramedy, but it had her portrayal of the character had a lot of weight to it.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, I thought she was amazing in that. So I'm sure she's great in this. I don't know why I can't bring myself to watch it. I don't know.
Just sit down and watch it. I mean, that's your homework assignment for this week. Just at least watch the first couple episodes. It's genius. So season 1 came out in, when did it come out? Season 1 came out in 2005, and then season 2 came out in 2014. So there's been huge gaps between these seasons, and now here we are to 26. So 12 years later, we're now coming out with season 3. So it wasn't until they came up with a good idea, and then they went to HBO and said, "Hey, can we do it one more time?" And HBO always says yes because it's a cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, more TV news that I'm very excited about is that Martin Scorsese has signed on to produce a modern day Las Vegas casino industry drama for Netflix.
Is it Scorsese or Scorsese?
Scorsese. I don't know. I don't know the man. But he is brilliant, obviously, too. And he, of course, made one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 10. It's called Casino.
The best.
Which I'm sure, Chris... Oh, you've actually seen that?
Love it. With
Robert De Niro and Sharon Stone. I've probably seen it 20 times. And here's a fun fact. Dale has never sat through it for more than 10 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
He just not interested.
Mob things.
I don't understand what his problem is because I think it's one of the best movies ever.
I think the only mob movie I've watched more times than Casino would be Goodfellas, which I also love.
Of course, which is another classic. Did he make that?
I don't know. This is your
We should know more shit.
Topic of trivia. Yeah.
Well, when you read the script every week, you should write down things in the margins like the name of Lisa Kudrow's other show that you wanted to mention.
If you allowed me to use a paper script, I would. But since I have to look at the script on Max's iPad, I can't write any notes. Anyway, in related Hollywood news, Scott, screenwriters are complaining because they're being asked to simplify scripts and dumb them down.
Yeah.
Because people are not paying attention. Because people are sitting on their couches with their phones in their hand, scrolling on their phone while they're watching TV.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people? You are.
It depends. Now, when you're watching something like Landman, do you touch your phone?
No. Well, first of all, I would be in trouble because it makes Rob absolutely enrages him if we're watching one of our shows that we watch together, and if I'm on my phone, he gets really mad. But any of the things that we're really into that we're watching, of course I'm not on my phone. Yeah. If we're watching I don't know, football or something else that's not really gripping, then yes, I'm distracted.
Yeah, me too. When I'm watching my Bravo shows, which I watch a lot of them, I will pick up my phone. If I'm watching something I've seen a million times, I'll pick up my phone. But when we're watching Landman, Kristin, last week's the most recent episode, it just killed me. It was just so well done. And Taylor Sheridan is one of the best storytellers in modern times.
The latest episode of Landman was it made me cry. It made me cry so hard.
It almost killed me.
Are you
Don't give anything away.
I'm not going to say anything, but are you watching the latest season of Mayor of Kingstown? Are you up to date on that?
No, we don't watch that.
Oh my God. You don't?
No.
What is the matter with you?
We've talked about this before.
What is wrong with you?
Because we're watching so much stuff.
Doesn't matter. It's equally as good as Landman. Neither is better than the other.
Beginning?
Yes, watch it from the beginning.
What about the Tulsa one?
God, is so good.
Do you watch the Tulsa Kings?
We're trying. We're on the 3rd episode.
Okay.
It's just, for me, hard to take it seriously because it's Sylvester Stallone and he's such a caricature of himself. It is, I will say, not as emotional, and it's more sort of lighthearted than Yellowstone or Mayor of Kingstown or Landman or any of those.
But getting back to your piece of news about Hollywood screenwriters dumbing down scripts, it's because they don't want too many twists and turns that people have to really focus on. Kind of like a Knives Out movie where you're trying to figure out who done it, you know? It's like, come on, don't dumb it down. I want it more complicated. I want more twists and turns. I want more fun.
Of course.
It keeps me interested.
Of course. I mean, so for instance, on Mayor of Kingstown, without giving anything away, there's a backstory that they sometimes dive into, but they haven't blatantly, explicitly gotten into everything. And so every week after an episode comes out, there's a whole Reddit subthread of people surmising, well, this is what must have happened 10 years ago, and which is like part of the fun to think through stuff like that. So
I think so too.
Shame on these screenwriters that are pitching to the lowest common denominator.
And in a similar vein to that, it makes me think of the Hallmark Christmas movie formula, which pisses me off because it's like, okay, I get it. People expect a certain story and they get it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times over and over and over again. It's like, can you not mix it up? Can they not kiss in the first scene? Can they not actually have sex? Does it all have to be rated G and happy, people living in the 1950s? Because these people don't act like they live in 2025. Let me tell you that.
Right.
I can only take it. I watch one every now and then just for the fun of making fun of them.
I don't think I've ever seen one, but there is obviously quite a huge audience that is
huge.
Yeah.
And they would be very upset if the characters kissed in scene 3.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to happen until the very final scene.
Right. Because that's the formula.
It's the formula that works.
Well, maybe I'll have to check out a Hallmark movie this season.
Yeah.
Here's a useless knowledge fact that Scott dredged up that I'll report to you on, which Scott thinks it's fun for all of us to know. Does anyone know, do any of our listeners know why highway signs are green with white lettering? You don't know? Well, we're going to tell you. Back in the 50s, apparently, thousands of drivers participated in a survey, and they overwhelmingly said that green signs were the easiest to read and the easiest on the eyes. Green is a middle wavelength color, which I guess makes it easy to see. And our country, then standardized things based on this survey. And another factor that contributes, quite obviously, is that green signs last about 42 years in terms of fading from the sunlight and wear and tear. While red signs, like stop signs, only have a lifespan of about 12 years. So it would cost municipal governments quite a bit more if they had anything other than green. White signs last the longest at 75 years. However, they're the least effective because they sort of fade, I guess, into the background and they're hard to see.
They don't jump out at you like a red or a green sign does.
So now you all have that.
I love that
fact in your brains.
I know Kristin gave it away and said that I'm the one that found this, and I did because I thought it was genius. I was like, oh. Yeah, wherever you go, highway signs are green. Now I know why.
Interesting fact.
Now you know why too. God. Apparently, it's not the case in Europe. They use a lot of blue signs in Europe.
You know that this will elicit another of those comments that we are the most unsufferably boring people. No, unapologetically dull people on the planet.
Not with our next story. Do y'all need a last minute gift idea? How about a candle from the Candle Daddy?
God.
Their new candle is called Shart, S-H-A-R-T. And it has a picture of a man holding his buttocks because he accidentally pooped his pants.
Talk about marketing to the lowest common denominator of society. Who is buying this?
This is a real candle. It's described on the website as having a terrible near turd scented melt. Who wants to smell poop? Who wants to smell more poop?
The only thing I can think of as to why there's a market for such a thing is a
joke.
gag gift.
Yeah.
For a white elephant exchange or something.
If you guys are watching the video version, hopefully I've put it up on the screen. But if you want to buy one for your dad or your stupid younger brother who's always shitting his pants, it's $15.99 on Amazon. And it burns for a good 40 hours.
Good Lord.
I always wonder where they get these hours from. I guess they actually do a test and time it.
Yes, of course they do.
I have to tell you a story. Remember how a couple weeks ago I told you, or maybe was it last week? I told you my Thanksgiving horror story where the turkey came out of the oven. It was only 34 degrees on the inside. Well,
yes,
we had another food disaster at our house.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done with Omaha steaks. I mean, this is the second time this has happened to me. I ordered a prime rib dinner for Christmas. It was a 4-pound prime rib, mashed potatoes, green beans, a whole bunch of different things, including dessert. And it's supposed to come in a box, a refrigerated box, like, with dry ice. And it's supposed to come in a timely manner.
But the idea was that it's supposed to come frozen and you keep it frozen until Christmas it's
time to eat. Yeah, until it's time to cook it. Mm-hmm. So you just take the prime rib out the day before and let it sit in the refrigerator, and then all the other things go right into the oven from the freezer. So it's super easy. And the reason I was making it super easy is because Dale is cooking Christmas dinner this year while I fly. Mm-hmm. Because I'm flying home on Christmas Day, landing at 5:30, and I'm going to come home and sit down and eat.
Or so you thought.
So it has to be simple. Ish, right? So it was supposed to be here last Friday. Mm-hmm. And of course, UPS delayed it for some reason. And it must have sat all weekend and then all day on Monday. And it was delivered to our house at 8 p.m. on Monday night, completely room temperature, no dry ice in sight. All the boxes and the paper inside was all like super soggy.
Ew.
And the meat was like room temperature.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we can't eat any of that. I felt so bad about wasting all this food. But luckily, I go online to Omaha Steaks, and it was a 40-minute wait to talk to someone on the phone or to even chat with them. So I just left it open on the side while I was doing other things on my computer, and it actually only took 5 minutes before someone got back to me. So that was nice. And, of course, they pushed several times to wanting to send a new box of food. And I'm like, no, it's too late now. I can't deal with it now. And I'm not dealing with the anxiety of having to wait for this food to come again. But they gave me all my money back, which was nice. And I threw the food away.
Okay, but
now I don't know what to do for Christmas.
Maybe you shouldn't be done with Omaha Steaks because they can't control delays with UPS.
UPS's fault. Yeah. It was UPS's fault. Anyway, I feel bad. So now I'm thinking, do I go to Whole Foods and buy myself a prime rib, which is expensive, or should I just make a lasagna and freeze it, and then Dale can just put it in the oven?
Is it just the two of you?
No, our friends Kim and Jim are coming. Yeah.
I would go the lasagna route.
So much easier.
It's foolproof.
Right?
Dale can make a salad and make bread and pull your lasagna out and shove it in the oven.
That's a good Christmas dinner. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
There you go.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that there are only 14 days left.
I was going to ask you. You must be completely ready for Christmas, right?
No, I am not at all.
What could you possibly have left to do?
A million. I haven't even chosen the photos, let alone ordered our Christmas cards.
What?
I haven't finished any of my shopping.
You don't have everything wrapped and under the tree?
No, I haven't wrapped a single thing.
I've literally finished everything.
Good for you.
I am going to UPS this afternoon to ship everything out.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's the most pressing thing for me is that I got to get my act together so I can ship things and have it not cost $8,000 to send something.
Well, let me tell you, from Las Vegas to Delaware, because I've sent 3 boxes already to Delaware, it was a good week for ground. Yeah, you need to get your ass in gear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, you might be getting New Year's presents this year.
I thought we weren't doing presents for each other. Just tokens. Just tokens.
Yeah.
Just tokens.
Yes.
Anyway, Again, nobody wants to know this stuff. This is so stupid. I'm going to write a different script for next week. I promise. We're not going to talk about anything about us. We're just going to talk about interesting things that are happening in the world. How about that? I promise. But I first have to tell you about my lobster corn dog. So I'm very proud of this fact, Kristin. Mm-hmm. I was invited for the 4th time to go to an NFL game. So I've been to 4 games this year at Raiders Stadium here in Vegas.
Wow.
So really, really fun. I had the best time of my life, I think. And I went with my date was Dawn, who is a bar waitress at Mandalay Bay and has become one of our really good friends. We're almost the exact same age. You can see a picture there of us in our Raiders shirts we were in Resorts World Suite. Every game they bring in different chefs from different restaurants here in Vegas for the suite level suites. And one of them was this company called Understudy, and they brought lobster corn dogs and they put caviar on top.
That does not sound good to me at all.
It was actually pretty decent. It was actually really good. So what
was inside of the cornmeal breading?
Lobster meat, nothing else. So it was lobster in the middle. A stick was put in. They put cornmeal around it. And then there was some kind of sauce. You can see that orangey sauce. And then sturgeon caviar on top. It was really, really good. But it was the weirdest thing to eat while you're watching. You can see behind it, there's a football game going on. And I'm sitting there eating a lobster corn dog. Also, while we were sitting there, the girls came in with oysters. And they were shucking oysters and...
Yum.
It's ridiculous. It's so fun there. Everyone else, I'm sure, in that stadium is eating a hot dog, but not us.
That's very Vegas.
I know, it was very Vegas. And it really means we gamble way too much that we were invited to our 4th football game. And I think we're going to hockey next week. I don't know.
Fun.
We're so crazy. It's so much fun.
So it was fun in spite of the fact that the poor Raiders lost again.
Yeah. And Dale was supposed to go, but he was not feeling 100%, and he just didn't want to go. So I called her at the last second, and luckily she was available.
Were you able to bring home a lobster corn dog for him to eat after the fact?
I don't know that you're allowed to keep. He wouldn't have eaten that. I'm pretty sure. By the time he got home, it would have been poo on a stick.
Literally.
And then he might have gotten the sharts.
No candle necessary.
Right. That's so funny. But wouldn't that actually be a fun candle to put in the guest bathroom?
No.
All right. Like I said at the top of the show, this is our second to last episode of the year. We're going to do another episode next Wednesday, and then we're taking 4 weeks off.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So we'll be back in late January. I'll give you that date next week.
I'm sure they're all hanging on the edge of their seats for that.
I promise you, Kristin, I'm going to make it a goal of mine when I'm putting the outline together. No personal information next week. We're going to talk all about the rest of the world. How about that?
Good luck.
Do you think I can pull it off?
No.
All right. So I'll see you next week, okay?
Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.
Should I show everybody why I'm wearing this Santa hat? Look at that.
That looks terrible.
Yeah. I was playing with the dog and I fell over the hassock and landed on my forehead. This is the same dog that's broken my nose twice. Yeah. It's my fault. I play with him way too rough. But he loves it. He loves it and demands it.
Yowza.